What's going on, boys?
Boys, big start. Big weekends.
Where do we start? Jeez.
Huge weekend.
Jesus.
I'm a bit worn out.
Yeah, it was a big weekend. Double header. Double header's always good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's all like everything gets jammed in too much though. It's like you don't get to enjoy one. Yeah, too much racing. Too much racing.
We don't have the capacity.
Man, like we'll get into MotoGP shortly.
In about fucking 45 minutes, I reckon.
Because some crazy shit went down there. Crazy shit.
Yes.
Where we'll dissect that shortly. Let's talk about Formula One first.
Monza.
10 in a row, baby.
massive,
Yeah.
man. How good's that?
Yeah, he's amazing. I think we're going to go back in history and look at this season and be like, wow, it was just such a crazy year in F1. I think at the moment everyone's half the people are going, well, it's amazing. Half the people are going, how boring is this?
Yeah, that's right. You can't please everyone.
No,
Nah.
you never can. You never can. And we look at those years where Hamilton was dominating, Schumacher was dominating. You look about those are amazing years. So we'll see how far Red Bull can take us.
Yeah, that's it. Well, 15 wins in a row, I think, as a team as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, as Toto said, it's just Wikipedia stats.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
That just sounds
That's
like
just
jealousy.
ridiculous.
I think it just shows how much they're hurting.
Oh, man. That's understandable.
Man,
though.
did you see Hamilton come out and said that Verstappen hasn't had as good as a team as he
Yeah,
has?
what
Man, he's
That
such a
was
flog,
stupid.
seriously.
Such a flaw.
That's a Jake Dixon comment right there.
Oh,
Man,
that's not
Bottas
good.
used to fucking pull over every second race to let him through.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, they used to fucking ruin Bottas sometimes.
Yeah.
going through results for Verstappen, number one. Perez actually had a really good race.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I thought he raced well.
That you could see the graph where both the cars were fastest, and it looked like that the Ferraris were fastest down the straight, but the Red
Yeah.
Bulls were fastest in the corners. So, and then Carlos Sainz, which probably had one of his drives of his career, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
He drove so well, and I seriously didn't think he would let Verstappen pass. I thought it was either going to be win or bin.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were both going.
But to his credit, it was all fair racing. Verstappen forced him into that mistake
yeah.
with that much pressure for that many laps.
Yeah, that's all right. It's always going to get you.
Wasn't it interesting to see how the DRS wasn't as critical? Because obviously those rear wings were so much skinnier.
Yeah.
So that rear wing opening obviously hasn't got that big of an effect. And that probably, I know Verstappen still dominated, but it probably did affect the Red Bull's performance to a certain extent.
100%.
Because that DRS is like one of their biggest weapons.
Yeah, that's all right.
So,
Yeah, because there's a lot of times where they sort of got alongside but still couldn't make that move.
Yeah.
Even like the Curva Grande,
Yeah.
whoever sort of had that inside line there, sort of always, you just had that few Ks. It was so close. So.
That's right.
But what a track, man. What a track. What a country.
Yeah, it's amazing. As I was just saying, if I was going to take someone for their first race,
Yeah.
it would be Monza to experience it on the grandstand
100%.
for all the Italians. It's incredible. And it was good at least Ferrari, like they got pole and like they got on a podium.
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that
that's
was
massive
good.
for them.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
Yeah.
They'll
Well,
still
they
be partying.
they looked like they came with a very much a Monza spec car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that held them in good stead for qualifying. Still had some tyre troubles in the race, as you saw.
But you're never going to I just don't think you compete with the Red Bulls anyway. So they had a really good race.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah.
they had a really good race. They did really well and didn't, fuck up a strategy or, butcher it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Besides
It's
the
just-
end
it all
when-
worked out for them.
Yeah, besides the end when they were really racing for it and almost took each other out. But
Yeah.
Man.
That's good to see, but I enjoyed that.
yeah, I love
thought that was
teammates
awesome.
when they go at it. You
Yeah.
know?
It's the ultimate battle with equal machinery.
Yeah, it's all right.
Piastri had a topsy-turvy weekend.
Yeah.
Out-qualified Norris, and then McLaren, man, doing McLaren things again. I don't understand why they've done it for the second time. They've tried to undercut Piastri with Norris, and then it's just caused them to have that. I mean, they did touch in the first
Yeah,
corner,
they
didn't
did.
they?
Yep.
How frustrating for Piastri, and then getting bloody... No, never, always a leave with the space.
You must leave it the space.
Hamilton just does it again. I mean, he doesn't have these incidents, just little incidents over the years. Taking
Just
out,
real stupid ones.
taking out Albon on the Red Bull a couple of times. I think it was in Austria and it was in Brazil. These
Punting
little
Max off.
punting Max off. This, like, man, he's had some bloody things. I mean, all the Hamilton fans say to me, "Oh, he's such a fair racer. He's doesn't it doesn't take it to the level like Max does, but man, he's had way more incidents than Max has. So
Yeah, it's true. And that 5-second penalty, I don't think was big enough for taking someone's race out. Realistically, put him out.
Yeah, ruined it.
Yeah, I think it needs to be a bit harsher than that, but maybe it's just a Hamilton effect.
Wow, just so lucky. And Dad are the funniest. He always gets the luck. Like anyone would have span out into the wall, had a broken rear suspension. Nah,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Yeah, his car's always
Yeah.
alright.
I say
always
he's a
fine.
cockroach.
He is.
He doesn't die, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly thought he was going to get relegated, and then he ended up pulling a 7-second
Yeah.
gap to Albon.
Yeah.
I was like, are you
They just couldn't get
serious?
past Albon. Albon had an unbelievable race.
Oh, man, didn't he?
Again.
He
Man.
smashed it.
Man, he's so good. That team, Williams, man, they've come so far in the last, even 6 months, first half of the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
That newer point, we spoke about this last week with James Vowles. That team is just a different team. It's so professional.
Yeah, he's really gone and turned around, hasn't he?
Man, the way he speaks, I mean, I know I keep ramming on about this, but so impressed. And like the little things, like I know this is a bit of a James Shaw ADHD situation, but
A bit of a tease.
but in the pit box on each wheel, they had how many centimeters you went over the pit box, and then they could improve every time, like little tiny things. Like again, it was just like Williams for the past probably 10 years has just been that back of the grid team.
Just filling spots.
When they had Massa and Bottas, when they had that really low drag car a few years ago, they had some good results.
Yeah, they had a couple of decent ones.
But just changed it and turned it around and put a British Brainiac in there, which probably is
that's what's needed.
that's what's needed in
key.
F1. You look at Adrian Newey at Red
Yeah.
Bull; these British
Engineers,
just
developers,
amazing, and just another bright spark. So
Good for the sport, as we said. It's just great for the sport.
all the teams having a shot this year. Like it is crazy. The top 10, there's always like even Sargent. He's nowhere as a driver. That we've seen.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
mean, he's got potential to a certain extent, but
You can turn left. That's about it.
oh goodness! But the way they've turned that team around, and in that such small time, and Albon's like even talking, he wants to stay. Like if they can provide the package,
That's big signs.
Yeah.
It's just great for Williams too. Such a successful team.
Oh, they
To
got
sort
the
of be
history,
back
man.
up there.
yeah.
It's great.
100%.
Man, what happened with the start of that race though? I do not understand how it was a 22-minute delay for a broken down car.
I know.
Like it just didn't make sense to me. Half the teams were trying to run out into the grid, and even the Alfa Romeo, they were out on the grid and they didn't know what was going on. It was like a Dorna scenario.
Yeah, it is. And like they can overheat so easy as well.
Yeah.
When it was a hot day.
Yeah.
And they get all those fans and shit onto it. So
But just put them around for another lap.
Yeah.
Get the bed truck out there, put it on, and take it back. Like it's not hard.
No.
I mean, I just couldn't believe it. They had to another 22-minute delay, which actually helped MotoGP
Yeah.
because they went over, which we'll touch on in the next few moments. So
yeah, that's all right. It's it's just the unorganized Italians just fucking fretting around.
it's true. It's true. They just
If that was like Nürburgring or something,
Bro.
they would be out within minutes.
They need a crane there, ready to go.
Or the Japanese or
yeah,
something.
they're
They've done
running
it.
around, they're yelling at each other.
They're blaming someone
Blaming
else.
someone else.
Oh, the bloody Spanish.
Where's the keys? Where's the keys for the truck?
The truck driver, he was finishing his espresso.
He was having a siesta.
Yeah, he's at the fucking pizza stand, turn 3. He's asleep at the wheel mop.
Oh, far out. That's so funny. But like,
no problem.
oh man. But all jokes aside, I actually thoroughly enjoyed that race.
It was a great race.
I thought it was one of the best of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like a real race.
race,
Yeah.
very much so. And like early pit stops, late pit stops, staying out. Yeah, it was really interesting, and it was the hottest part of the weekend, which always happens on the race day.
Yeah.
Hottest part of the race weekend, and then the tires are falling apart to a certain extent. So
Yeah.
So Singapore in a couple of weeks for F1.
Yeah, nice.
I'll be overseas. You boys taking the reign next week?
Yeah. You nervous?
No, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'll have some time to kill on the plane ride back and listen to you blokes. I want
No,
to know
probably-
about. I want to know about carbon fiber swing arms. I want to know about James' new bike he's got coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World's best liveries.
World's best. Oh goodness.
helmets.
Randy
Yeah.
DePugne's
Oh, man.
debut.
Yeah.
There was,
Oh.
there was some sick liveries actually in the F1s on the weekend. The
Yeah.
Alpha looked good.
Man,
I
the
actually
Al-
liked the Ferrari. with the yellow.
Bro,
Yeah,
they've
same.
got to run that Alpha livery for the rest of the year.
How good was it?
It looked amazing.
That was sick.
Bad juju, but
Yeah, I know.
bad juju. Liam Lawson, don't want him to go well because I want Ricciardo to
Johnny
come
Big
back.
Back, yeah.
So it's so weird. It's so he had a good race, no mistakes. So
Where'd he end up finishing?
he finished
Was it
in
like 13th or something?
no, he finished just he finished 11th.
Oh, there you go.
6 seconds outside the points.
That's not a bad effort.
Yeah.
Piastri actually got a 5-second time penalty at the end of the race
Really?
for cutting and gaining an advantage. So he was
there you go.
over the line. Piastri finished 11th, but then they
Yeah, gotcha.
reconfigured the orders. So, but man, the Aston Martins look like they had no pace at all. Like,
Yeah, they were struggling,
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
they?
man, Stroll pretty much finished last. Like,
Yeah.
the Haas's finished after him, but they had some dramas. So, and then Alonso finishing 9th. No one was around him like pretty much the whole race.
Yeah,
And
solo race.
That's when you know when the car's a bit nowhere, as in he's just outperforming the car.
Yeah.
And he's always going to be, up there to us, in the top, at least the top 10.
Yeah. So where to for Verstappen? He's 110. How far can he go with this?
Man, I looked at the odds before the race. I'm like, I got a feeling about Sainz. Like,
Yeah.
I just got a funny feeling he's going to have a fast car down the straight. And to a certain point, it actually looked all right. Verstappen was paying $1.20. It's like the shortest odds I've ever seen for a race ever. $1.20. Like,
Well, once you won
all the
9
things that
in a
can go
row.
wrong in a race, like the horse doesn't even get down to $1.20.
That's true.
Like, I just could not believe it. So, and Sainz was paying $7.50. I was like, oh, Dad, let's put a bloody tenner on it or something. But, no, he's like, no, Tom, Verstappen's going to, rope it in. So,
And he did.
yeah, he's bloody smart, man. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, by the way.
Yeah, that's all right. So yeah, it's just how far can he go? Like he's still got Singapore. You think that's always been traditionally been a Red Bull track.
That's
so.
the thing about it's a thing traditionally, yeah. But this year, I mean, their top speed's been the big thing, but they're good everywhere.
That's all right.
And that's the same thing if you look at. It's the same thing for going back to Albon. That Williams was more of a high pace sort of low drag car, but he performed well this week.
Yeah.
Obviously with the high speeds, but also Zandvoort last week. So they've got a whole package now, which is really exciting.
And it's
Yeah.
good for the sport to see drivers out like driving the car.
Yeah.
It's not just
Well, I think
all
the
about
Ferrari
car.
boys did that in the race.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
As in they outperformed that car in the race.
Yeah, and they're not so hampered by a bad car, whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
at least
Right.
they can drive around it or like Carlos Sainz. So.
Yeah. And it just makes them look good. It puts pressure on other people who aren't performing in
Yeah,
terms of
that's right.
contracts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, makes the driver market even more interesting again.
Yeah, they're all hot seats.
Absolutely.
Yeah, driver market's going to get interesting. We'll see what happens.
2 more have just been filled, I believe, till, was it 25, James?
Yeah, I know Hamilton and Russell.
Yeah,
signed,
both the
so,
Mercedes boys.
Yeah,
So yeah, I suppose Hamilton's just. I dead set think if he won the championship in 21, this would have been his last year.
That would have been it.
Yeah, I think it's on redemption now,
yeah
and he's never gonna win again.
Yeah, I think it's just the years of the Red Bulls now. Like they've just got it down pat.
Well, see,
yeah.
till 2026, because
Yeah.
2026 is going to be a whole new change. The car's going to be a lot slower,
Okay.
Right.
which I don't care. Like you look at
Yeah.
some of the best racing in the old days, that doesn't matter.
It
That was
doesn't
10
matter.
seconds
As long as
slower.
it's good racing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of those, like you look at 07, the cars were slow. They look fast when you watch them.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, as in they fast direction changes, and everyone used to say how much slower they were back then.
So what's the specs on the new cars then, Tom?
Well, it's going to go they're looking at doing a fully sustainable fuels, which
Yeah.
in my opinion, we spoke about this a few weeks ago, is the future for road cars. And they actually were interviewing Martin Brundle about this, and they're planning on implementing this in F1, developing the fuel, and then selling it out, distributing
Yeah.
out to road cars,
Yeah.
because it can run on a normal combustion engine. So
Yeah.
that's going to be Formula One's legacy,
Gotcha.
doing something for the world.
That's massive.
Massive. So if this can happen, because we all know electric cars aren't the answer. Electric motorsport's not the answer.
Nah.
No.
I mean, that Formula E, seriously, unless they're racing around Monaco, who the fuck is going to watch that?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's right.
Like, they're just,
Even then.
Superbike fans, they just watch it because it's on, sort of thing. So, F1 tech over the years has been an innovator for road cars.
Yes.
And this looks like it's going to be the same sort of situation. Look at a KERS system back in the
Yeah.
day. Kinetic energy systems, hybrid systems. I mean, they're in some of the best road cars
Yeah, that's right.
going around now. And those batteries are now used for performance rather than just fuel saving and stuff. So,
That's right.
yeah. They are the most energy, like they use the least amount of fuel of any engine in the world.
That's nuts.
So, power to fuel ratio.
Yeah.
Like the most fuel efficient engine in the world.
Yeah, that is amazing.
It is amazing, you know.
Fuck, there you go.
So they do that whole race on 100 liters of fuel, 100 kilos of fuel,
Yeah.
and they're going 300 k's down the straight. It's insane. So
Yeah.
I think it might
nuts.
be 80. I might actually reduce that this year, but I'll have to have a look at that.
Well, it'll be interesting then. So what's that? 2026.
2026. That's when you'll see Ford come in,
Yeah.
and I think these big brand manufacturers like your Fords and your Cadillacs and your Audis, they want to come in. They want to have a piece of this pie.
Yeah.
They want to be part of this sustainable fuel thing because they know that's going to be the
future.
the
yeah.
future. So that's so exciting for the sport, yeah.
Traditionally, though, like, you see supercars back in the 80s for F1, they ran V10s, whatever it was
Yep.
back then. The supercars then were V10s that you could,
Yeah,
production cars you can
correct,
buy.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it was like early 2000s, it was V8s.
Yeah.
So it always just follows on.
It does.
You know, but
Yeah.
then this is where it pays to have someone like Adrian Newey, where you're going into this massive rule change
Mm.
to have that guy that can build you that car because, that first year is probably so critical.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
so critical.
No. So yeah, that's cool. It's good to
Yeah.
know.
Yes. Anything to add, boys? Did you see... Daniel's normally got little tidbits from the Formula Ones.
No, I didn't get anything except for freaking Carlos Sainz getting robbed.
Oh, his watch got
Yeah.
stolen.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not robbed from the race, robbed from literally.
Yeah, literally robbed.
Yeah.
So apparently it's happened to Lando and Charles as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, he chased him down with his team and a couple like bystanders and that. And
Poliziosi?
yeah,
What is it?
Attenzione,
A
pickpocket.
That's the one. Attenzione. There
yeah.
you go. So they caught him and arrested him. I saw the footage that you linked me. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. I see
Yeah.
if I can quickly grab it up here. Someone sent it through.
Like I must be watching too much David Goggins chasing people down the street.
Yeah, who's going to carry the boats?
But, I mean,
cold
I
shower
don't blame
tomorrow?
him. What, like
Yeah.
$500,000 watch? I'd probably try and take it as well.
Surely you don't go to the gym at 5 a.m. and have a cold shower before you go. Surely.
Nah, wake up at 5 and then
No, 4:50 because you want to be 10 minutes before everyone else.
and then I have a coffee, the opposite of a cold shower, watch some TikTok and then go to the gym.
That coffee would do more for your endorphins than the shower, I reckon.
Probably. So what's happening? Oh, is this just the aftermath?
So yeah, this is just when they.
$500,000. It's a house on your watch. It's a house on your wrist.
Euros, bro. Euros.
Yeah, that's like 750, 800 grand.
More, $1 million, yeah.
And that's probably an estimate. It could be worth more than that. Because who's Ferrari? Is Ferrari Richard Mille still? Is that their watch sponsor?
Richard Mille.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it, mate. I'm not as sophisticated as you guys.
Come on, Daniel. I thought you were the watch guy.
Yeah.
Don't you have a watch podcast?
You better get your watch guy to check that valuation on that watch.
I'm not in the realms of looking at those RMs, mate.
Oh, the RMs.
But yeah, it's pretty nuts. So, but good to.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
standard Italy, but fucking pickpocketing is
Oh,
rifle.
fuck yeah.
Is it a real problem
I
there
even
or
have
something?
Daniel looking at my pocket sometimes. Like, it's in the blood.
But what is it?
Oh,
with
I'd
that?
be going to check that garage, mate. That bike's not there anymore.
We'll bring this up Geography Republica podcast later about why they love pickpocketing there.
It's like,
Oh, there's the one. We'll use
Oh,
that.
yeah.
oh
use the
shit,
one.
sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, my
Sorry,
bad.
kids.
We'll bleep it out.
Put it in the shit. Put this swear jar. There you go. Thank you. Sorry about that. Oh, we need a little
There's
sign
only
for-
one. There's only one we can use.
All right, Jimmy. MotoGP. Take it away, boys. He's been bloody waiting for it. Come on.
I'm nervous.
Let him loose.
Where do you start? Like,
I think you start at who's Bagnai's parents and made bones that strong. Like, that is incredible that he's got no broken bones.
man, it's nuts. So you got launched into orbit. Like, he basically high-fived the space
Concussed at
station.
least? Is he concussed?
No.
No, he's just bounced.
So.
So he could be good for Misano.
Is it this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I reckon he'll be.
Should have
racing
jumped back on the
Misano.
bike. He would have got back within 5 minutes. Could have salvaged a couple of points.
Fuck. So
And that's weak.
But you see, is that his sister or his partner
That
who
was
was
his
crying
partner.
with Tardozzi?
Yeah,
and he was
yeah.
doing the Italian
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, grabbing her face.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah, bro, just calm down. He'll be fine. The
is
Italians
why-
are passionate though.
Oh, I mean, I love it. They're the best.
Yeah.
They're the best. If that was the Japanese, they would have been fucking head down over talking to him. Wouldn't make eye contact.
Bro, that's true though.
I know.
Don't shame me in public
Yeah,
crying.
yeah.
Crazy.
We've all seen that fucking air crash investigation.
All right, let's start from Moto 3 and build your way up.
All right. So Moto 3, we had David Alonso first, Juan Masia second, and Rueda third, which was his first podium. Was that right,
Correct.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went a bit unnoticed at the start because obviously, at the end because it was so frantic.
Yeah, and controversial
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
So,
A ridiculously good race.
man, probably race of the season.
Yeah,
I know there's been a lot of
yeah.
races, but that was an awesome race.
Jesus, all the way to the last
15,
corner.
15
yeah.
going for the win.
Yeah, 14, 15 going for the
And
win.
there's so many. You know what's great about Catalunya? There's so many different lines you can take.
Yeah.
Yes.
And passing opportunities as
Yeah.
well. It's just built for it. So
It is. It's a MotoGP track.
I think it's
Better than way better than Formula
Yeah.
100%. And I find you always have good racing in the Spanish tracks because all the Spanish people, they want to win their home race. You know,
Yeah,
so
trying a bit
they're,
harder.
they're going that little bit harder.
Yeah.
And then it was just crazy. What's his name? Fucking crashed.
Oh,
Last-
Munoz.
Yeah, you had Munoz getting punted off by Dennis on Chu.
Dennis dive bomb.
So what was his penalty?
6 seconds.
Yeah, it was
seconds.
double long.
Double
lap.
long lap.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So he was third and went all the way down to 12th.
12th. Yeah.
And
Man,
then
I reckon harsh. What was he
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to do?
he came in pretty hot, man.
No, but Munoz was on the outside.
And Munoz came from a weird line as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah, like one long lap, 3 seconds. I'm happy
Yeah.
with that. Double long lap. I
Double
don't
long
think
lap's
so.
probably a bit much.
that's fair. That's a fair call.
See Munoz in the gravel. He's like this.
Yeah.
Giving
Double
it a
thumbs up. Yeah. Double
even though he's punted like 6
Yeah.
different riders
And
off.
he's done it 15 million times himself.
taste of his own medicine.
So that was good. And then Joel Kelso qualified. was it
Yeah,
front
on the
row?
front row,
Yeah, he
man. It was
did.
awesome.
Yeah.
I saw his Instagram post. He was really disappointed. He said he needs to be more aggressive.
He looked good, man. He just made a mistake in one of the corners, and because the field was so tight, it just
Yeah.
dropped him back and then cooked him from there. But it was awesome to see him up there for the start at least. He got a good jump. And
Yeah.
he was fighting for the first few laps.
You know what's crazy about Moto 3? I reckon there's some riders in that pack who of class, but they just cannot get that nitty gritty racing.
You got to have a bit of a bit
I
of
can't say it again
CUN.
'cause-
yeah, you gotta have that dog in you.
Dog in there. Because, like, there'd be some that's finishing, like, 10th or 11th, not getting noticed.
That's right.
But if they were... I mean, I suppose that's what qualifying's for, isn't it? But,
Yeah. But it's such a hard category. Like,
yeah.
But that's why everyone's talking about Dennis on shoot. You know, because he's always nitty gritty, man. He's in there.
Yeah.
that's right.
Man,
But he has to be.
That kid's going to
Yeah.
be a gun on Moto. So, what did you say, Moto 2, he's got a test coming
So
up?
he's testing the Moto 2 bike. So talks.
In Misano?
I can't remember where they're testing. It might be. But yeah, so talks are that he'll go to KTM IO
Really?
So,
of course. Yeah.
with Costa stepping up. It's more likely that Arenas is going to be moved on,
Man, mark my words.
and Vietti will be his partner. there.
Onchu will win the Moto 2 championship next year.
Oh, first year.
Yeah.
It's a big call.
He is a
That's a
gun,
massive
man.
call.
He's
He's
so
a-
You're on his
underrated.
train. You're on his train.
Yeah, I am. I'm on his Turkish train.
It's still a stacked field, but that's a fucking big effort to come in first year and do that.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
Oh,
a big
sucks.
field next year.
Marquez did it.
No,
That's different, but
he didn't win the championship in his first year.
Didn't he?
He should have, but he went up the arse of someone at Phillip Islands.
That was Moto 3.
Moto 2. After qualifying, wasn't looking.
Yes.
Pole lax.
Smashed his face. I
Random,
thought that was in
and then
Moto.
had that eye problem.
I thought that was in Moto 3. He did that.
Nah, and Stefan Bradl won the championship that year, and he chased him down that.
Where
whole
are
year,
they?
and-
Where are they now?
Yeah, HRC test rider, bro. Speaking of Moto 2, again, a really good race.
Awesome race.
Dixon first. Aaron Kennett, fucking insert meme, seconds. Albert Arenas third. Shout out to Albert Arenas. Had a great race.
Yeah.
He's been he's been slowly chipping away. Now, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
This is Daniel's.
Daniel, I've left about a 5-minute segment for
At
you here,
least.
okay? You can rant, you can rave, you just can't say the C word because you already used one of them tonight.
All right. Let's play it first
You
for the
s-
for the
you
viewers at home.
Can we have a quick shout out to bad MotoGP memes? Man, this guy is the wittiest, quickest motherfucker on Instagram.
He's the best.
He is amazing.
But what? I don't
How does he get it so quick?
It's 5 minutes after the race and there's like
Bang! He's
10
got
memes.
Yeah.
He's got to be going as the race is on,
Man,
surely.
he's-
I was going to say he's working for AI or something.
He's got a team of professionals in bloody Bangladesh or something helping him because there's no way.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, shout out, he rocks, man. We got to
Yeah.
do something with that guy.
We're
Love him.
big fans.
He's a legend.
Big fans.
My guy or girl, I should say. We don't know.
That's a guy.
That was real quick too.
Hey,
He
he's-
interviewed Simon Craper. Had him on his pod.
you learned it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, so there you go.
Alright, get it up.
All right. Oh, look, here we go. I've just noticed this. Manu Gonzalez has just commented on it. He's given Jake Dixon the finger. And a laughing
He
face.
mustn't be liked. He obviously mustn't be liked in the paddock.
No,
Well,
he's,
let's get into this
Alright.
after this.
he's a definition of a wanker. What do you
The guy
expect?
that
You
they
think
all
he's
say
fucking
is
great,
the next Marc Marquez. I still outsmarted him in this one.
So he's inserted the Spider-Man meme. So Jake Dixon's come out and he goes, what a masterclass
To himself.
to himself.
Not even Rossi or Marquez have said that about himself.
He's a fuckwit. He's a flog. Jake Dixon's going to go nowhere. I'm wrapped he's staying in Moto 2 because I was going to boycott MotoGP next year. I swear to God. He's a fucking goose. He's a puppet. Oh, honestly, who says that? No matter how good you are.
Man,
Man, it was the
ridiculous.
push-ups for me. It was the push-ups for
So
me. absolutely.
ridiculous.
This is why I want to be a marshal, because if I was a marshal and seen him do a push-up, I would have punted him in the ribs.
Stick a flag at his back.
Seriously, he's just... he's a peanut.
You need to have a bit
Yeah.
of like just humbleness about you if you're going to make it the big league. You can't be like
But
this,
exactly right.
especially in motorcycle racing. You need that calmness. Like this is ridiculous.
Like,
You gotta
be
be
excited, be funny, but don't
Yeah.
be a fuckwit.
yeah,
and you gotta be more relatable. That's not relatable to motorcycle fans.
No.
no way.
And
He's not going to get
He's
a
gonna
ride in a
be
big
hated.
team if he's like that.
I was just about to say, you're not going to make that next step being acting like that.
Yeah,
There's not a
that's
chance
a
in the
fucking
world.
crazy.
You'll still
thing
pick
to say.
quiet little Morbidelli over him. I mean,
100%.
that's what's happened.
Yeah. And, like, he didn't outsmart Pedro Acosta. Canet tapped him going into one of the
Yeah.
corners. It was a racing incident, and he picked up the pieces. Like, congratulations, mate. You were in fucking third, and Iagura was almost about to overtake you. Like,
And Pedro Acosta's still like 40 points or something ahead of him in the championship, and actually won titles. Like, it
this
doesn't make
bloke's
any sense.
he won his first race a couple of weeks ago. He thinks he's fucking
Yeah.
God's gift to motorbike racing.
Yeah, or he either comes fucking first, crashes, or 17th.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly
there's no
right.
in between any of that. Like, it's fuck. He's an idiot.
He's just a goose.
I was looking in the comments. Even the Poms don't like him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
there you go.
No one's on board with it.
I don't blame him, but, like, who carries on like that?
Where's he going next year?
Staying in Moto 2.
Yeah,
Thank
but I
fuck.
He's
heard-
going back to his old team, isn't he? Or
I heard
something, or-
rumors for fucking. It's still rumors for Grassini.
If I'm telling you now, if he's in MotoGP, I'm not watching MotoGP.
Even Siri doesn't like him.
Even Siri, exactly. I actually will not watch MotoGP if he's in MotoGP.
Well, if he goes to MotoGP, he'll get fucking towed up.
You know what,
Because he
though?
actually is racing.
No, but you know what?
Marquez
If-
and shit
yeah,
like
exactly
But
right.
if he goes to MotoGP, we have now a villain, and it might make it a bit more exciting.
That. Yeah.
There's not a chance. I can't see it happening.
Pedro Acosta must be looking at this guy like, fucking what a flog. Like, using my name, Marc Marquez's name. Like,
That's right.
At least I've done something. Like,
Yeah.
it's so annoying.
Pedro Acosta came back from that massive leg break last year
I
and
know.
won 5 races.
I know, with
In
a
his
fucking
first
broken
year.
femur.
In his first year. And Jake Dixon's crying because he got his first podium last year. Oh, fucking suck it up,
Someone's
princess.
like, you cannot give this guy a mic just straight after a race. You gotta let him cool down first.
Oh.
Because, like, man, he just talks dribble.
Man,
Seriously.
I couldn't imagine what was going through their head when they were interviewing him.
Oh, fucking Simon Craper must be fucking just
Surely wanted to
ready to
headbutt
hit
him.
him. Yeah. Wouldn't have happened back in the 500cc days, boys.
So someone needs to headbutt him.
All right, 5 minutes is up.
Let's stop.
Daniel's shaking.
Yeah, he's getting...
I'm going to flip the table.
It's like you with the cricket nets again.
Or him driving.
Yeah.
Nah, I've calmed down. Man.
Oh, how was Sunday would have been a hoot.
Nah, that was easy.
No one on the road though, so yeah.
Nah,
No one to yell
there was like one car crash and someone probably fucking died.
Oh goodness.
And then MotoGP boys.
Yes. Where do we start? Well, let's start at the start. I mean, like, man, Bagnai already had probably he already had about a 10 bike leg lead at that point in the second corner. He had a massive lead. He had a great start. Boom.
No, it was pretty close. Like it was close
Nah,
going
I
into
thought
one.
maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3 bike lengths.
I'm telling you, I think he would have still won.
Bags.
Yeah.
Nah,
I reckon his tyres would have gone.
that was Espargaro's weekend, man.
Man, Espargaro.
He was on it from the start.
Man, he was too. And the other thing with Espargaro, we'll get to the results if you like, Jim. Sorry.
So main race, Espargaro first, Vinales second, and Jorge Martin third.
Yep.
Surprising.
3 good mates as well.
Zarco fourth.
Three Spanish riders
Yeah,
in the top 3 in the Spanish track.
I didn't realise Zarco got fourth.
yeah, Miguel 5th.
Yeah, fuck, there you go. That's a pretty good comeback after getting skittled by
Yeah, true.
Enea Bastianini.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, where do we start with that crash? Because Enea has done no favors for himself.
Has he got a contract for next year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just came out and
That's
said
it,
he's
it's
still got a
confirmed.
ride, but I reckon they're fucking tearing it up after skittling, 80% of the Ducatis.
I did said he was going to that first turn. I saw his head drop. He's like, I fucked this up. Did you see that?
Yeah.
His head went like this. Oh no! And then he lost it before he even got to the corner.
Yeah, I think he lost almost a rear.
Man,
coming
and
into it.
how's that? 5 Ducatis. I mean, seriously.
Man, every single fuck it was.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. 6 of the 8 Ducatis out in the first 2 corners.
Man. And Espargaro was lucky to not get tagged
Yeah.
in that incident.
So close.
He
Yeah.
just missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he deserves some luck.
Yeah.
He deserves some luck, I reckon.
I thought for sure Oliveira would have been
Oh,
tagged.
yeah. He was like right in his firing line as well.
Yeah.
When you look at it, it was like, what, 5th to 9th or something, all those riders.
So Bastianini's come out with what, a fractured wrist or hand or something like that,
Yeah,
was
Hand,
it?
fingers, and
Yeah,
ankle.
so fractured hand, fingers, and then a fractured ankle.
And then Pecco's
Minor scratches.
got run over by Brad Binder. And
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And
They did.
shout out
That's-
to Binder too. When he retired from the race with his technical, he went straight to
Yeah.
that medical tent and checked
Any
in on
news
him.
why we had 3 technicals? 3 riders
yeah.
retired through technical problems.
Yeah,
like-
I don't know. It was just
Just crazy. Although it's just very unusual. That's all.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
that's
think.
true.
I think Polo Spargo at the start,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it was
Then
Binder,
Binder.
and then someone else as well.
Yeah, there
from,
was a third.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, where do we start? So, obviously, Bastianini, way too big of a move.
Yeah.
Way too big a move. I think obviously that red flag helped a lot of those riders.
Yeah, because
Yeah, 'cause they all
like
got back
Zarco
out.
and a few, I think almost all of them got
They all
back
did.
out.
God,
yeah.
Zarco getting the bike started. You see, he was trying to
Yeah.
wheel it around.
See Marshall fall over. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
But then from there, you looked at. I mean, Spargo just he just took the race by the horns, waited for the 5 laps to go, like the old MotoGP used to be with Marquez, and then just went for it. So.
Yeah. And he had a point to prove after last year.
So
Should've
good to
won more
see
lap.
those 2 Aprilia guys so friendly after the race. I know that sounds a
Yeah.
bit.
They've always been good mates.
Yeah.
And they raced at Suzuki
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they
yeah.
booted up the project again. They were
Yeah.
the first 2 riders, I believe.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
they were. So, Bags crashing.
Yes.
Got sent into orbit,
Man.
basically high-fived the International Space Station and landed back down. He got flung into the air
Yeah,
that high.
biggest crash since, like we said, Marquez.
Yeah,
probably
for sure.
Thailand.
And is it just cold tyre? Is it a traction control thing?
Was Simon talking about something oil leak? Because that's what they were fixing up the.
Oh, that was after. Because when Binder ran over
Right.
him, something cracked.
Yeah, okay. Because
on
they
the
were
bike.
obviously they were putting all the
Yeah.
sawdust down.
And
but-
Miller had oil all over his, I think his front or rear tyre.
Yeah, they had to go for soft or hard tires because
Yeah.
they had no mediums. How
Yeah.
crazy was that?
So I don't know what it was, and I don't know if they've come out. I haven't seen anything of them coming out. If it was just a cold tyre, maybe it was just... But it's just still... That's unusual. Even for a cold tyre, that's
For
unusual.
a bike, yeah, for a modern day MotoGP bike to
Lose it
slide out
that
like that
quicker.
and throw you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was scary, man. Like, he's lucky the way he spun when he landed.
Man,
That
when I
could've-
was watching that, my missus actually made a good point. She said, lucky there was that first crash, because otherwise there would have been 6 other riders trying to dodge him. And I was like, that's a great point.
Jeez, Han, well done.
done.
Yeah.
Gee, that's a
Yeah.
great observation.
Yeah, and that's just so true. 'cause
And it was his
could've got-
teammate who did that.
Yeah, I know, but like it's just that's
Wow,
that
man,
kind of luck.
But that's MotoGP. Like, going back to Simoncelli, just got unlucky, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, so unlucky.
Yeah, like he just those like that could same thing could have happened.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
it wasn't far off.
Get a bike in the back of the head.
not far off. An extra 6 riders, 6 more people that have been blocked. They can't see. It's just because all it is they all just part.
That's
but then
right.
there's always one guy that just.
And
doesn't-
especially, that's a great point, because especially there, you got heaps of people coming out wide getting pushed
Yeah.
across.
yeah, so 6 of those riders out. Like it's just it.
That's a
helped
recipe
his
for
race.
disaster, yeah.
From memory, I haven't seen a crash like that on the first 2 corners for like I can't remember the last
Man,
time.
yeah, it's been a
That's-
long
been too
time.
long.
Like in the race, like
Yeah.
considering Marquez's a lot of his crashes were qualifying
Yeah.
practice.
Oh, probably Nakagami last year when he
Yeah.
took out Pecco and Rins.
Yeah,
Mate, like that was decent,
yeah.
but
But high siding
But a
that
high
way,
side like that.
far out. The bike was just like fully crossed up.
yeah,
Like,
it was.
He was just so lucky.
Get it up,
He
get
was,
it up.
He was so lucky, man. Fuck. Look at that. Carnage. And then, yes. Oh, my God.
Look,
Oh!
the spin.
Man, Han, that is the best point.
It
Unbelievable
was
point.
amazing that she said that. This is so fucking true.
Yeah.
I was like starstruck.
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
So
You were starstruck.
yeah, it was just fucking incredible. I just don't understand how they dodged it, and they dodged him.
Can I tell you what caused that collision at the start with Bastianini? And it goes back to aero. These guys making these massive lunges on the first few laps because they know if they get stuck behind, the race is done.
No, that just comes down to stupidity. I think that one.
I don't know. They're just
That
getting too
was just a
aggressive,
dumb
man.
move.
How many of these aggressive moves have we seen in the first corner?
Yeah, but that Bastianini should have known better. He hasn't been doing anything all year, and he still tries to make a move like that. I think that was just.
He just needed a really solid result, and he couldn't have done a worse thing.
He couldn't have done it
He
worse.
shot himself in the
Yeah.
foot. Like he really fucked himself. But
He needs a big second half of the year, and then carry that momentum into next year.
that's right.
Yeah, man. Like you look 12 months ago. I mean, he was a star. So
That's right. It can happen to anyone,
so
man. Like,
quickly.
Yeah.
but I mean, it opens up the championship a little bit. It's 50 points of difference now, 260 to 210.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he comes
So-
through at Misano.
So he's obviously lucky that he was participating in the sprint race, got that second place. That helped.
And Bezzecchi had a bit of a rubbish.
Yeah, he
stinker.
I was about to say he had a real quiet weekend.
because he had to put softs on.
It's because he wasn't on that factory Prima Bramac.
They've given him a bloody GP18.
Man, can Martin actually like fight for the championship? Like, I don't see it happening.
I don't know, man. Like,
What's the
I
points?
love him, but it's 210 to 260.
Well,
Yeah.
look, crazier things obviously have happened, but he's not consistent enough. Jorge
Yeah,
Martin.
that's his problem.
But it's the same with Bezzecchi. Bezzecchi can win races and then be 13th.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Like, you never see Bagnaia finish 13th.
Nah, it doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
He's too good now.
And the bikes aren't that different. I know they're
No.
GP22, GP23, but...
And Jorge Martin's on the same bike.
Exactly,
Correct.
yeah.
He's on the factory
Yeah.
bike. You know, he's just
Man, I think we're at a crossroads. I think Aprilia, they're looking good.
That's the bike to be on.
the
Yeah.
Aprilia Cup.
Yeah.
bike
And
to
it's, I mean, how's that changed in the last 2 months? We've gone from saying, oh, it's ridiculous, the Ducatis are too good, to, man, imagine if you had Marquez on an Aprilia.
Marquez or Quartararo.
Yeah.
It'd be a different ball game, sure. I mean, Espargaro's 154 points in the championship. He's currently
106. Yeah.
he's 106 points behind. Again, stranger things have happened.
If Bagnaia had a broken leg and was out,
Oh, it's open ball game.
open ball game, Espargaro has a chance.
Yeah.
But, no, not that many points ahead. How many was Bagnaia ahead of Quartararo last year?
91.
91 down. That's I think that was the biggest comeback in any
Yeah.
form of motorsport. To
Yeah.
win. Biggest turnaround.
Yeah.
Man, that was crazy. What's the first half of this versus the second half of last year? It was like 2 completely different seasons.
It was.
And remember the mistakes the Quartararo was making as well? Talk about can't handle the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's he's riding like a champion, but it'll be interesting to see what he does in Misano if he rocks up Bagnaia. I reckon he'll race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he'll
I reckon he'll be competitive, to be honest.
If it's just obviously nothing too major, and he's right to be back out on the bike,
Yeah.
then there's no excuses.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly
he's
right.
typically pretty strong there as well.
Well, we're into the second half of the season now because it was round 11, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's where the money is earned.
Interesting as well, Alberto Puig interviewed before the race.
Yeah.
And he just sounded...
Honda boss.
Yep. Just sounded defeated. Like, they had no answers. All he just kept saying all over again is, I hope they try their best. And then Iker Lecuona goes out in the siding lap and flees us to front ends. Like,
That's when you know.
It's not good. Credit to Marquez, he actually had a good weekend. He got into Q2
Yep.
and rode the wheels off that. It was 1.2 seconds faster than any of the other Hondas. But
he's always been that much faster.
Yeah.
But the problem is they're so much slower.
Yeah.
So, man, I think Yamaha's in a worse, just as bad a position. I mean, look at, 365 days ago.
Yeah.
Quartararo winning by 6 seconds, dominating that Grand Prix.
True.
To, he was lucky to get into the top 10 with, half the field.
With half the field out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's just no development, as you said, with the Yamaha. They haven't developed anything.
No.
And
they
now
haven't even looked to develop it.
That's right. And now they're getting concessions. So that's a thing now, isn't it?
I think so. I think Dawn or whoever came out and said, look, regardless if it's unanimous or not, Honda and Yamaha are going to get concessions.
It needs to happen.
It does.
Yeah.
The sport needs it.
Yeah.
We
it
need
is
the
shit.
Japanese bikes back there.
Yeah, it's shit seeing them down and out. Like, you want guys, Marquez to a lot of people, is a villain, so it'd be great to see him back up there fighting. You want Quartararo, you want the best riders up at the front.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to be taking
You
it
want
up
to see
to
the
the
best
Ducatis.
riding. So.
KTM had an interesting weekend, like just a bit of nothing.
Yeah.
Binder was doing okay before he had his mechanical, though.
Yeah.
Miller wasn't really...
Miller. I've given up on Miller.
Man, it's hard because you look at, like, I was reading his Instagram post. He's like, we're trying everything,
Yeah.
trying everything. Like, it's not.
Crafer made a good point. He's like, Binder's been on it for 3 or 4 years, knows that bike inside and out, and people forget he's only been on it for half a year.
True.
It's a good,
you know.
It's a good point.
But fuck, it's...
I think it's just
a tough
frustrating when you love him so much.
Yeah.
If he's not doing well, you're just like, fuck, come on, man.
Oh, no.
And he's got the ability and the talent, and, we've seen it before as well, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. He's a race winner at the end of the day, so... But yeah.
So, there is news, light news, but Grassini and Marquez. What's happening there, Tom?
Guys, you should have listened to me. I mean, I'm sorry, but the first in the world to call it, was it? I think.
If this comes to fruition, like...
I'm pretty sure I owe you a dinner or something.
Yeah.
Bro, you owe me a bloody cappuccino, I think.
Couple of chinos.
Couple of chinos.
Cappuccinos.
I just saw it happening, boys. It's
The head's already big. Imagine how big it's going to be.
They can't happen.
Anyway, we'll see what happens.
He's playing it cool.
I just had a feeling, and it makes sense because his brother's there, and it's a Ducati. I mean, you guys poo-poo me so much at the start. I was shocked. Mortified even.
Kept you up at night, I heard.
Kept me up at night because I'm thinking, these aren't MotoGP fans.
Turn it up. That's shocking.
I thought these guys don't know anything. Why am I doing a podcast with them?
He's going to boot us out.
I do solo. No, just kidding. But we all know Curtis is the real brains of this operation.
Yeah,
Yes,
fuck with
the
that.
legend.
But yeah, I just had a sneaky suspicion. But I think a lot of things have to go. What we all forget is he's got a contract for next year. Okay,
Yeah.
he's got a contract for next year, and if it happens, it happens. But most likely, I think he will just stay at Honda.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be something
Yeah.
after 2025.
So he's testing a brand new Honda at Misano.
Who's making this chassis?
Fucking Boscoscuro. So that will... I haven't heard anything massive come out about it. I hope it's an improvement, but apparently it's a brand new bike, I should say.
Yeah, right. So full...
Yeah, with
overhaul.
swing arm and everything.
Man, that's good. I mean, is Yamaha doing this? Like,
No.
Man, they're nowhere. They're not doing anything. Did I know they're not doing anything?
They updated their exhaust or something. That was it.
because this is what happens when you don't have a satellite team either. You don't know when it.
Because Johan Zarco, he would test a lot of the parts.
Correct.
You know, and
With no one testing parts, you got no one doing anything.
that's all right.
What a nowhere team. I that's why I said, that's what was in my notes. That's what I'm saying. I think Yamaha is going worse than Honda at the moment.
A million times. Times worse.
Yeah.
And they got Franco Morbidelli. We fucking hate on him, but he's a good rider. Finished second in the championship in 2020. But
the
so
Honda,
who's on Yamaha next year?
Rins and
Rins.
Quartararo.
Rins and Quartararo. I mean, like, that's a good team.
That's
man.
a great team.
Great team. Like, seriously, race-winning team.
I
But what
rate
are they
Rins,
doing?
man.
Like, are they going to have like a massive upgrade? Like, has anyone said anything?
Do you see the aero? It just looks like it's just someone's just fucking bolted a couple bits
Yeah.
of fucking
Yeah.
carbon fiber on.
A bike that looks like it hasn't changed for ages.
It looks the same as 2008.
Yeah,
And such a
they've just
good-looking
gone, there you
bike
go.
as well. I love the Yamaha look. I really like it.
Yeah. It's
Man,
It's
imagine
so
if they were
frustrating.
up there, like how good this season would be.
Oh.
I mean, it's good seeing Honda down because they've had enough success.
no. Honda fucking carries MotoGP. Traditionally, it's carried GP.
Wow.
Well, it's been a staple bike to be on.
Yeah. And all the champions have ridden it.
True. Very, very true.
But it's the one. But they're fucking nowhere now. They just get the headlines for being worse because they're constantly crashing, and poor old Alex Rins has
Correct.
broken his leg, and you know, fucking basically giving Marquez brain injuries.
There's so many
Like,
riders.
seriously.
There's so many riders like you don't think about anymore. Like Joan Mir, like.
Man, I feel for him, man. Like, that dude must be going through so much.
Bro,
And he's
imagine
come out and said
flying
it.
around all year of your life just to go to and just circle going around laps.
Yeah.
Like, you just
He's
couldn't
so
imagine
defeated
it.
as well.
And he's
man.
won a world championship. Like, man, and it was his dream ride going to Repsol Honda.
Oh, man, it's
everyone's
everyone's
dream ride.
Yeah.
It's the Ferrari. We've spoken of this.
Yeah.
It's the Ferrari.
And like, I mean, how many careers has it really affected the last few years?
It's ruined quite a
Too
few,
many.
man.
Too many. It's just super sad to see.
And talking about Honda as well, fucking Nakagami is about to re-sign. 99% done.
Yeah, they get how much money though? Fucking comes from that
Yeah, but-
Ishimui. It's Ichimui.
Ichi ni nana.
Itsumi?
The sushi hub bike.
Itamitsu.
Itamitsu, sorry. God, jeez, come on, guys.
How's a guru not taking that seat, man?
Well, that's true. I mean,
Nervous.
yeah.
It's like Daniel trying to ride a two-stroke, bit nervous.
Way too nervous.
Did Nakagami do anything in Moto 2 or Moto 3?
He was up there fighting for podiums. May have had a couple race wins in Moto 2, as I remember. But no, he wasn't setting the world on fire. But they get.
It's the money. It's
Yeah.
the kickback.
Yeah.
They just need a new sponsor, man.
Yeah.
They
Definitely do.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't even get any bloody airtime anyway. When's the last
No.
time you seen Nakagami on the TV?
Nah.
I did not see him
Maybe
once.
in passing.
Yeah.
I did not see
Or
him
when he's
once.
taking someone out.
Yeah, that's right.
Replay.
Crashgate.
The only thing I heard, again, Simon Crayford, he's a fucking G. They said, why would you put a young kid on that bike when it's in such shambles, when he's ridden it for 6 years, 5 years, whatever it is, and then can help develop it because he knows what's good from bad.
Yeah, but how's he? I don't know. Let's not get into it.
Would you guys be open for a MotoGP endurance race?
1,000,000% yes.
Like do like a 45 lap race and with like a mandatory pit stop and free fueling?
That'd be so
That'd
dope.
be cool.
Do you reckon a rider could handle a 45 lap race?
Probably not at Malaysia.
You have to pick the right track.
Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? Like one race a year is an endurance race.
That'd be pretty dope to see.
Or if, like, they teamed up.
Oh, I did a swear.
So, like, Mir and Marquez together. And,
I
like,
reckon
swap bikes.
Superbike should try this. You know, get him going a bit. I opened that whole thing for Superbikes.
That's a mean Tom.
Yeah. But that'd be cool though. Like,
Well, they had the Suzuka 8-hour.
okay, how many laps did they do in a
Needs to do that.
stint at the Suzuki 8 hour?
Suzuka.
Suzuka.
Again.
I did it again. Suzuki 8 hour. Sorry, the Japanese listeners. I really struggled the last couple of minutes.
I don't know what their stint is. I'm assuming it would be
Who
maybe
am I working with at this
35,
joint? Seriously.
30 laps or something like
Yeah,
that.
it'd almost be like a
I
race
don't
distance.
think that. Yeah, I mean that
it'll just-
45 laps would be ridiculous. You'd have to like
it'd be-
conserve energy.
It'd be 20 to 30 laps.
Yeah.
You'd have to actually conserve energy though to do those.
And remember, the Suzuki is a tough track.
Yeah, I don't think you could do it on that track. It'd have to be like, it'd be like Phillip Island, I reckon. As in, because it's gonna be cold.
Yeah.
That'd be a tough one. The conditions would change too much, I think.
And the facilities are fucked at Philippine.
Yeah,
we,
that
we, if anyone doesn't know, if you get into the pits at Philippine, you've taken a piss next to Marc Marquez because it's all one communal toilet.
It actually it's really good for us that that's
Yeah,
the case.
yeah.
But they are so run down.
It's
know?
so bad.
We're still waiting for our media passes, so we won't say too much. But great racetrack, unbelievable
best
track.
in the
And they
world.
know they've got it. Lindsay Fox has to bloody spruce it up a bit. He's got enough money.
It needs
It is a world class facility. Put that track anywhere, and it's the best track, one of the best tracks in the world.
Yeah.
100% it is.
Turn 12 is like, 10 of the MotoGP riders' favourite corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
On the calendar.
Turn 1, Martin came out and said he was his
Yeah.
favourite calendar on the track. Phillip Island.
Yeah. That's a great. The turn 1 to 2. It's a great section. That.
It's very fun.
Yeah.
Very, very fun.
Yeah. You've been on there, haven't you?
8 laps, mate.
8.
Yeah. Quickest 8 laps ever.
What happened after the 8th lap?
Bike blew up.
Did it?
Yeah. We've spoken about these.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have. Quickest 8 laps ever at Phillip Island. That's what I've been told by the guys that run it.
James's dad, if we don't know, used to be a
No one knows.
Victorian champion. They had a field of 4 that year.
He's gonna hate you.
That's stiff.
He's gonna hate you.
And he reckons he could lap me in 5 laps at Phillip Island on the same bike.
There was this talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I did 5, he reckons he could lap me in 5
Within
laps.
5.
So I
Shit.
worked it out, and he'd have to do like a 1. I don't know. It'd be you're gonna get 1. Say a minute.
was it 5 laps? Was it?
Yeah, he said 5 laps. So I reckon he would do like a minute 40 or minute. No, it wouldn't be that fast, surely.
Man, he's a very capable rider.
He'd probably do a
And
minute,
I've seen you on that Tuono.
so a minute 40, and I'd be doing like 2. Yeah, bro, he'd catch me like 3 laps. I'll be doing 30 seconds slower, surely. You don't realize how crazy these guys are until you hop on a bike.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never taken a bike on a track like you have, but like, bro, how do they know? I just don't understand. Especially turn 1 at Phillip Island.
The respect goes up
Massively.
so much more.
Bro, what about talking about how crazy they are? Jorge Martin dragging his shoulder.
Yo,
for fun.
Man. Where is that? What corner was that? Was that
That's
the
the downhill
downhill
left.
chicane? Yeah.
That's
Not
what-
chicane,
yeah.
the hairpin.
Hairpin, yeah.
Slight hairpin.
So he was just doing it to see if he could do it.
Was he really?
And
Yeah.
he was just taking off all the sponsoring.
Man.
That's nuts.
That's unreal, man. His helmet was sick on the weekend too.
Yeah.
There was some
Yeah,
dope.
I like Martin. I like him.
Yeah. He's a cool character.
Imagine showing like Mick doing in the 90s, like this is what MotoGP is going to be like in 20 years, and
they
people
never-
are, scrubbing their shoulders on
Man.
the ground.
They wouldn't believe it, man.
Nah.
How good was all the helmets and Alpine Stars? And they want to give them a big shout
Oh
out.
man, Alpine Stars are doing it right. Seriously,
Yep.
their helmet is sick. Martin's Martinator lid was amazing.
So Alpine Stars only recently come into road helmets?
Yeah, Supertech R10, I believe it's called.
Cool. Gotta get our hands on one of them.
Oh man,
We're trying.
I was trying to get the launch edition for myself. It's like carbon black, black carbon with red. It looked amazing. But yeah, that helmet was sick. Quadraro ran the raffle one in a Joker graphic,
Yeah.
which I believe is going to get released to the public.
Yeah.
But his gloves and boots were like the purple and green of the Joker.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Alpine Stars, if anyone works at Alpine Stars and can get me something like that would be amazing because that looked fucking sick.
That was sick.
Um,
And throw in a set of Marquez Supertech R's for me, please.
to be fair, I'm not, I'm not the massive Marquez rap, but his gear looked great
Yeah,
this
it did.
weekend too. The
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean style colours.
Yeah.
And then obviously Espargaro's one more lap was
Yeah.
perfect.
Top tier. And Martinator.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
He's got a cool alias, Martin, like the Martinator,
Yeah,
like
it's
on
dope.
the back. Yeah, it's cool. I like when they have that. Like one in what's Bagnies is 1 and 3, is it?
Go free.
Go free. Like they've got that little
Yeah, El Diablo.
Yeah.
catchphrase thing. Yeah.
It's sick.
Wonder where it comes from.
The Doctor.
The Doctor, the classic.
Yeah. It has to come from that, wouldn't it? He was the first one to kind of do that.
Yeah,
the patch
true.
on his ass.
Probably, yeah. Probably one of the
Because
first
they all
guys
used to
have a
just run
nickname.
their
Their name.
name on the back.
Yeah.
Back of their shoulders.
Yeah,
Which is cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
nicknames are
of
sick.
any other ones.
There's a few.
Jack Miller,
I mean,
Jackass.
Jackass, yeah.
What's Vinales?
Maverick.
Maverick. Yeah,
which
Top
is
Gun.
his-
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun.
Which is sick. Oh,
Nicky
that's
Hayden was the Kentucky kid.
Kentucky
Yeah.
Colin Edwards, the Texas,
Texas
Tornado.
Tornado.
cool. Yeah. Very
Jake
American.
Dixon is flog.
F weird.
Spelled with PH. Because he's a fuckwit.
Yeah, there's some grouse nicknames floating around the paddock. But But yeah, the gear was just fucking dope this weekend.
Catalunya, man. Well, let's talk about a little take us back, Jim.
We're throwing it back.
Throwing it back. Catalunya.
We're going to stay with that theme. 2007 Catalunya. And I reckon this is...
You were hitting puberty at this stage.
Yeah, I was. My testicles were finally dropping this time. 2007. Now, this is the first... this is probably the first year where first race where it was the aliens, the untouchables.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, it was the massive battle of Stoner, Pedrosa, and Rossi. Is this the first year? This is the first year of the 800s, wasn't it?
Yep.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
So they're trying to slowing the bikes down, weren't they?
yeah.
So they were
yeah.
1,000 cc's, and because they were going too fast. Was that what the problem was, or?
I assume so. I guess that's why they did it. It was
Yeah.
fucking dumb. And then the Honda had that tiny, small tail. It looked pretty stupid. I didn't like it. But it was the rise of, obviously, Casey Stoner as well. It was just I think the first race Casey came out after it was all said and done and said, this is when I felt like I could win the world titles after I battled for this one and then won that race. So, all three of them were basically...
Look at that
Man,
bloody
that
bullet
bike
down the
was
straight.
The Ducati was so fast.
That was the best looking Ducati ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shape was just amazing.
And sponsored by cigarette companies, Marlboro Ducati.
Yeah, Marlboro, yeah. Had the
better than
barcode instead of Marlboro.
Yeah.
What was Alice? Alice was a big sponsor as well. What did they make?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. But they were just basically all in for a fight for the whole race. And then John Hopkins wasn't that far behind. He ended up finishing 7 seconds, but he was only 2 seconds behind for a lot of that race.
On the Rizzler Suzuki.
On the Rizzler Suzuki.
Is this the
probably one
corner
of the
that
best.
Martin was getting his... Martin was getting... Yeah. That's a TNT commentary moment. That was at the corner that he was getting his shoulder down, Martin.
Or was it that
Yeah.
one? I think it's
Oh,
that one.
that one.
Yeah.
Right, okay. That's a quick corner, that one.
Yeah.
I love this corner. This is a mint corner.
Yeah, that right-hander. Going on to the back straight.
Yeah.
Just so the listeners know what you're talking about.
Sorry, yeah. Especially with the Spotify ones.
Yeah. You know what I love? Rossi's hump. He's got like the furry 46. Oh no, he
Yeah.
doesn't have it there. Well, he did have it.
No,
Oh
he
yeah, he
does,
does have it
yeah.
there.
I think you could buy that too back in the day. Don't
God.
easy to release that as a leather jacket.
So yeah, it's just a very cool race to rewatch. Pedrosa really having a crack as well. I think it was only his second year, and he was already taking it up to Rossi and Stoner. But it was just that breakout Stoner ride, you know. So yeah, fucking couldn't get any better, really. And then Daniel, some fucking mad names in this. Randy De Pugny. I think you said he started on the front row.
Yeah, started on the front row on the Quacker, which typically wasn't the greatest buy.
Yeah.
And he had a couple massive crashes a couple weeks before or something. So, and he finished 5th. Like, that's a crazy ride, man.
Awesome. Loris Capirossi still came in 6th. Had Chris Vermeulen 7th.
Oh, Chris.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. Alex Barros was still racing. Big cheeseburger Barros.
Jesus.
He's blown out. Cheeseburger Barros was blown out.
He's been in a good paddock.
Who's the normal cheeseburger?
Ricky Carmichael.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger Car. He slimmed up. I reckon he heard my comments. Cheeseburger Carmichael. Like Melandri, Edwards, Hayden.
Was there any tyre conservation back then?
I don't think so.
There
man.
wasn't anyway. They used to go flat out the whole time, didn't they?
Because this was the year where they had tyre wars, Bridgestone and Michelin, and Rossi changed halfway through the year.
Because he was Michelin this race.
Yeah, it must have been one of the last races I reckon he was with Michelin.
Yeah, probably. Good shout that.
Did his performance change after he went to Bridgestone?
I can't remember, to be honest. What do you think? Daniel, you would know more than me.
I think it was much for muchness, really.
Right, okay.
Big
That
thing to
bike
do.
wasn't the greatest that year anyway, and that
Yeah.
Ducati was just 15 times better than everything else in the grid.
And Casey it was just built for Casey, obviously.
Look, credit where it's due as well. Stoner didn't crack under pressure.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like, Rossi really took it to him. this race especially. Tried
Oh,
to
I
psych
remember
him
this.
out, and
Oh, yes.
he just wouldn't crack. It was
Yeah.
awesome. Like, it's awesome to see. When you look back at it, you go, like, respect where it's due. Like, that's mad.
This is one of the best races in history, honestly. If you get a chance to rewatch a race, this is really up there.
Now,
Yeah.
a listener last week corrected our mistake. The ambition outweighed the talent. It
Yeah.
was not Laguna Seca.
was Jerez.
It was Jerez. When he took him out in the first corner, was it? No.
Was that in the when it was a bit wet?
It was a bit wet. Rossi took out Stoner.
So in the
Yeah.
first corner.
It was the first corner,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bit of a stupid comment. Not from our fan from Stoner.
Yeah, good call.
Ambition outweighs the talent.
Well, not from like the best in history. I mean,
Well,
Jesus.
that's right.
But man, again, Stoner, man, he's so talented. Like,
That year was amazing. From nowhere, I can't believe it.
I'd love to see he's still on the grid now.
What could have been?
Yeah, him versus Marquez. Both of them.
They
on
wouldn't
Repsol
have,
Honda.
you know what? Stoner wouldn't have been able to handle the heat of that.
Nah.
Imagine him going to Spain against Marquez. He would have been eaten alive by the media and everything. True though, like some people just can't handle it. Like I don't think I could handle it.
And he had the
Nah, you'd be right, Tom.
Thick skin, mate.
I'd
Imagine
back
working
him.
your whole life though. You get there, you win the championship, and then it just all sort of mentally falls apart.
Well, he had that chronic fatigue thing as well.
Yeah.
You got that, bro. You're fine.
Yeah, who's going to carry the boat?
You know what? Rossi actually, if Rossi had the top speed in this race, it would have been a
Different
story.
Standard Yamaha, but
Look at that though. Like he got swallowed on the race every single lap.
Ducati's admission was they just made a bike that was just all top speed, but
Yeah.
somehow Casey Stoner just knew how to just turn it.
That's right. Well, I think
Hey, there he is.
that bike was
It's the Punye.
30 k's quicker than the Suzuki or something.
Yeah.
At one track.
That's fucked.
30 k's.
Don't you know it's crazy? It was a Dunlop Yamaha Tech 3. And I think-
Dunlop
And they were
Yamaha.
running Dunlops.
There you go.
Melandri was on Grassini Honda. I believe it was as well.
When did Grassini go to Ducati's? It was only four.
Grassini dropped out of MotoGP for a little bit
Ah, yeah, right.
because they were on Honda till with Simoncelli.
Yes.
I don't think they might have dropped out after that.
And then you had 250s as well. Jorge Lorenzo, already world champion, went one. Alex D'Angelis seconds.
Jeez, that's a name I haven't heard for a while.
Yeah. Andre Dovizioso third. Tom Luthi fourth. And big dog Alvaro Bautista fifth. Mika Kallio sixth. Hiroshi Oyama seventh. Hector Barbara eighth. Marco Simoncelli ninth. Julian Simon 10th. What a fucking stacked
That's
field.
crazy. They're all well-known names.
They're all well-known
Yeah.
names.
That's a mad field.
Eugene Laverty was in that. 19th. Alicia Spargo was in that. It was 20th.
Jeez.
It was fucking nowhere. That's fucking crazy. Do you remember Tomoyoshi Koyama?
Can you repeat
not
that?
Because
really.
he Tomoyoshi Koyama, because he won the 125cc race, and I do not remember that name
No.
whatsoever. Must have been raining or something.
One hit wonder.
Gabor Telmoshi, you remember
Yeah,
him?
I remember him.
He got seconds. Randy Krumenacker got third. Paul Spargo got fifth.
Fuck, that's a name.
Bradley Smith sixth. Stefan Bradl ninth. Sandro Cortese 11th.
Big name.
Tito Rabat got 12th. Poor fella.
Oh, Rossi got well back, didn't he? I thought that was it.
You know what's crazy about this, and people forget? Rossi made the move that he made on Lorenzo with
He
on
did.
Stoner with 5 laps to
He
go.
did, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm surprised you guys didn't comment about that.
Yeah. So
And look, we looked at the weekend on Moto 2. Aaron Cadet tried that move and just nearly got sent to
Yeah.
the moon, you know?
he did
Yeah.
well to hold that. He's going to Fantic next year, Aaron Canet.
That's what I was thinking of. I was getting Aaron Canet and someone else mixed up. I knew they were changing teams. They
Yeah.
only got announced a couple of weeks ago.
Is that a downgrade though?
Well,
But they're all similar bikes,
probably
aren't
a
they?
little bit of a downgrade.
They're all similar bikes.
Well, not really. Vietti had a good race. He was down in 20th or something like that and end up in the top 10 or
He's
just
done
out.
nothing except for Austria.
What do they offer them though? Is it money or is it like they can't really offer them? The bikes are so similar, and so controlled.
There's different
it's not-
chassis. There's Suda, Boscoscura.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Have they got the same chassis? both
Kalex.
The team he's going to that he had this year.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Here's the last couple corners here.
You know what this makes? This makes the 09 race crazy because it's funny. This is 2 years beforehand.
Yeah,
correct.
And Rossi's like, I'm not fucking letting this happen again.
Well, especially if Lorenzo talking shit.
Yeah.
You know, where like Stoner just kind of came out of nowhere. Fuck, that was a good win.
So that was about the 4th race of the season, or was it sort of halfway through?
It would have been first of the flyways, so probably not first of the flyways. One of the first European races.
God, the Suzuki looks cool back then, doesn't it?
It would have gone. Oh, it would have been probably. The
Oh,
fourth
what a
European
wheelie.
race.
Speaking about wheelies, did you see Alicia's stand-up wheelie?
Well, that was cool.
Ah, the whole freaking
Sick.
the whole straight.
Sick wheelie.
That was wicked.
So yeah, 2007.
Yeah, nice, man. That was a brilliant.
You know what?
throwback.
That was really good watching the last 5 laps.
Yeah.
That was really enjoyable.
First of the aliens. So,
That really kicked it off, didn't it?
yeah. Because then Lorenzo came in that next year, and then it was them 4. It was only going to be them 4.
Yeah, it was a crazy time, MotoGP.
It was funny. I was watching a thing before MotoGP, and it was fucking Alex Crivier, Sede Gibernau, and Danny Pedrosa talking about how good Jerez is. Fucking,
yeah.
we're going to Jerez next year, by the way. So we're already booking it. I'm gonna hook Daniel up with a nice Spanish lady for him.
He'll fuck it up.
I won't accept the follow request.
Oh, don't.
Do you think she listens to the podcast?
Nah, my forearms.
She's lost interest in you a long time ago.
Yeah.
About an hour and a half ago.
Anyway, it was Pedrosa was talking about his rivalry with Lorenzo.
Right on.
They had a battle in like 09, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Pedrosa won. The King of Spain was there, and Pedrosa and Lorenzo hated each other at the time. The fucking King of Spain grabbed both of them by their hands, got them together behind the podium, made them like shake hands, and like, oh, okay, like we're friends now. And then the King of Spain walked off, and then they just hated each other again. And there's footage of it. It's fucking crazy. He grabs them both by the hands, like, come here.
Come on. Get it up.
Oh, good luck trying to find that.
What do I just put a handshake behind podium or something?
King of Spain.
You get some like anime thing come up.
We need Curtis on the decks. Pedrosa refused to shake hands with Simoncelli. Oh yeah, that's standard.
Why the King of Spain? Oh, there it is. It's the first thing.
I know.
Come on, here we got a bloody.
Can't watch all this. Fucking everyone's gonna fall asleep listening to
There you go.
this.
There's a
Yeah,
photo of it.
there we go.
I remember this. I've seen this before. Yeah.
And they weren't having it. It was very funny.
Someone's got the pic collage app going.
Shout out. There you go. I didn't know they hated each other, to be honest.
Yeah, I've forgot about that as well. I didn't really know.
I didn't think that Pedrosa was that kind of person at all. I thought he would just be getting along with everyone.
Well, he didn't like Simoncelli.
Oh, what? Did he break his collarbone twice or something?
Yeah, man, that collarbone was hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, he sneezed the wrong way and it fucking broke.
We used to always joke about that.
Yeah.
The new Kia Sorento looks good.
Shout out.
But he just signed on a couple more years extension as well
Yeah.
as the test rider.
Yeah.
To Danny.
Yeah.
That's awesome to see.
Hey, he's good. I love Danny.
He's probably the best test rider out of all the teams.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he got signed. He just got, as you just said.
He's probably half the reason why the KDM's doing so well.
So, who lost? He was the test rider for Honda, was it?
Nah, Brado was.
Yeah, right. So, where was he before KDM? He wasn't a test rider.
No, he just retired and that was it.
Yeah, man, he got snapped up.
I think, as soon as KDM started their project, they snapped him up straight
I
away.
think they had Mika Kallio as a test rider for a little bit.
They had a couple.
Oh, okay.
Because they had Folger as well. Jonas Folger, and they had Pedrosa.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah.
Big dog Jonas Folger. There's a fucking talent at the waist.
Tell me about it.
Poor guy.
So, is Bastianini gone for a few races? Or is
he had an operation. So, he'd be out for a bit.
So, who's going to take that seat?
Well, I think there's a wild... Well, isn't Bautista...
Well, for Sepang.
I don't know.
No.
Sepang.
Yeah.
Probably Pirro will wild card.
Oh, man, they'll get someone cool. Like, seriously.
Who are they going to get?
Just get some Moto2 rider. Like, is there anyone... Any Italian? No, there's no Italians, is there?
Just Vietti.
Is Superbikes on this weekend?
No, but...
Get a Bautista for the weekend.
Big news coming out of Supers. Jonathan Ray's parted ways with Kawasaki
Breaking
at the end of the year.
news. Breaking news.
Hot off the press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's massive.
It's been a big, long partnership, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lives on the island 6 months of the year.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Phillip Island.
It's basically Aussie.
So talks going to Yamaha.
I think that's everyone speculated that.
Wow.
As soon as Top Rack left, they go, "Oh, Johnny's going to Yamaha."
You know what? Let's do it. Just try it.
I would.
Yeah.
Why not? So it'll open up a few more seats. A couple of the other guys, like Lekawona, even Vierge, haven't signed with Honda yet.
Yep.
So exploring options. Iannoni's been confirmed.
Yeah, he has. It's
To one of
it's
the
a new
summer.
team, is it? He's going to? Or?
I think he's taking Philip Ottel's spot at Go 11,
Okay.
which is that pastel blue GKD V4. You wouldn't know, Tom. You don't watch Supers. You're not missing out on much.
Where's Michael Vandermark going? Is he staying around next year?
Just a quick Google.
Well, that's again up in the air because him and Redding are fighting for that second factory BMW seat.
You know what's funny? You look at the entry list, like, there is a lot of names in there.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good field.
It's a good field.
Petrucci, Bautista, Alex Lowe's,
Sam Lowe's next year.
Garrett Gerloff, Top Rack, Locatelli. Vandermark actually had a good year a few years back. He was
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah,
was
he
he on
had
those Kawasaki?
He had a good breakout.
No,
year.
he's on the Yamaha, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he was when he came in.
Yeah.
Well,
Lor-
Locatelli was at the Formula Ones, did a helmet swap with Valtteri Bottas, which was pretty cool.
Must be big overseas, Superbike, surely. Bigger.
It's a lot bigger than here.
Has Remy Gardner done anything?
Nah, not really.
And my boy Xavi Vierge.
Yeah, he's all right.
It's
He had
tough
a
on
decent race.
Supers. I don't know. I don't know what to think Supers. I like it, but it just doesn't have the X factor like MotoGP, and I don't know why.
They're a production bike at the end of the day.
You know why?
Yeah, and they're Bautista's just doing what Max Verstappen's doing, really. He's just running away with it easily. There's no real fighting. When Johnny Ray and Top Rack and Scott Redding were fighting it out a couple of years back, it was a lot more intriguing. It was a lot more interesting.
Yeah,
Because
when
something
anyone
was going to
can win.
happen.
3 different manufacturers as well.
Yeah.
But the maybe MotoGP as well because you get that build up, Moto 3, Moto 2, then into the main race. Like it just makes it so exciting.
The V2's going around Super Sport.
Name one rider.
Onshu. No, he races for the bloody European Championship or something, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Not Dennis. I'm talking about.
No, he's right. There is an Onchu in Supersport.
Yeah,
what first name?
Khan.
Chan.
Chad. He won bloody.
Jan.
He's a Moto 3 winner. Thank you very much.
On his debut.
Yeah, still unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I said to you, I said world champion next year,
Bro,
nothing.
He's jinxed the Onchus. Now Dennis isn't going to do anything in Moto 2.
I reckon the biggest surprise race winner of the last 5 years. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's probably
Surprise
not a bad
race winner. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, there's Formula One. We're talking motorbikes, but Formula
Yeah.
One, there's been some surprise race winners. But this guy's first race, man, like
Yeah, first
crazy.
first race.
Yeah, that's a
Who
good
does
point.
that?
Fucking obviously that
And it
did.
shows how hard it is because he came back the next season and was nowhere on the same track on the same bike. That's what I didn't understand. How was it all just click for that weekend?
Yeah, I don't know. Was it wet?
No,
It was
dry
dry.
as a bloody
Whoa, dry as what? Tommy?
dry as a bloody desert in Nevada. Actually, have you seen Burning Man? It's that festival.
Yeah, it's flooded. It's on an old lake.
Yeah, talk about a bloody desert in Nevada being dry. It was not dry there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the people stuck there like humanitarian crisis. But like no one cares because they're all rich. It's like
Yeah.
funny. Poor guys. Daniel, what do you think of Marco Bezzecchi and the VR46 team? I feel like, and we've kind of touched on it earlier, that the Rossi fans gravitating to that team like they were to Rossi. Like, you know, we've got our mate
Yeah.
that hardly even watches it anymore because Rossi's not in it. And do you feel like that team should be bigger than what it actually is?
Yeah, I think it should be. I think, look, probably like Damo, a lot of people have just, since Rossi's retired, have just gone, no, that's it. You were there for the personality and for the character. You'll never get that again.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know, like...
Because even like yourself, it's not like you're fully... are you fully invested in that VR46 team?
No.
Yeah, there
No,
you go.
not really. I like the boys. I think they're great. I think they're good riders and, you know, doing as good as they can be. But Yeah, I don't go nuts for it. Like,
And
I don't follow it or...
If it was head to head, you would rather factory Ducati win over VR46 Ducati?
Yeah, 100%. Any day of the week.
Man, it's like Marini's boring. Like,
Yeah, you know, like I said, there's no personality in the team. Even
but Zeki's
Bezecchi's
got a bit of like.
He
Pinnaz about
can be someone.
That's why I reckon you guys have been a bit harsh on Jake Dixon. It's nice to have a bit of difference in the paddock.
Jake Dixon's a fuckwit. There's a difference.
There is a massive difference. Are you going to do push-ups?
Bro, I can't do one push-up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just that thing. I think Bez needs to be a lot more consistent and just up there and putting himself out there more around the back of the paddock and, you know, like behind the scenes and just really
But he's
liven it
probably
up.
thinking to
But
himself, I don't need to fucking do this. I just want to win races, you know? Like, you got to be born with it.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you got to be personality. I reckon Jorge Martin's a little bit of a larrikin like that.
Yeah, oh man, he'd be the
Imagine
best.
partying with him. He loves it.
No.
I've got a good authority. He fucking loves it.
That's your secret sauce you're not telling us.
Yeah. It's all about that
He is on
secret
some secret
sauce.
sauce, I reckon, that guy.
I was talking with my family friend when we watched race. And I'm like, man, they got to put something in his drink. My family friend turns around and goes, what do you mean? He goes, he's distributing to the rest of the riders.
100%. All those photos of him in like Mexico and shit, partying, big pupils and stuff.
He would be...
He always looks cooked, though, that guy.
Man, he would be one of the best to party with. Him, Quadraro, because of the contacts. Like, he'd just know everyone.
Yeah.
He'd be kissing Tom in the corner. He's a little
Guys,
sidekick.
he's Batman and Robin over there. And I reckon Binder would be awesome to have a beer with.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Binder and Miller, I reckon, would be sick.
That's the best pairing on the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're both similar similar personalities to a certain extent.
Correct.
That's true. And Aussies and South Africans, I guess, are pretty similar.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So good. But then Miller seems to be the perfect teammate because he was really good with Banyaya.
Yeah, that
And
was
they had
a
a
good
good
pairing
relationship.
too. That was a good pairing.
Our friend Ollie, massive KDM fan.
Yeah, shout out to Ollie, he listens. South African.
And he's got a South African and Aussie in his team. That's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
Never spoken about that.
Living the dream.
Bro, one year we were down at Phillip Island and like the KDMs in like Moto 2 or Moto 3 did nothing all year and they came first and second.
Yeah, that was
And he had his KDM
Fucking-
backpack and he was waving it.
Binder and Oliveira.
Yeah.
The Mad Dog. I think Binder won it that year. At the Islands.
Dude can ride.
He did. And they dominated. They were like 10 seconds. And I don't think they had a race win all year.
Fuck.
It was definitely Moto 2, definitely.
It was Moto 2.
Jimmy was hungover to bloody... Couldn't walk straight.
Man, there's been some Sunday mornings where I was just considering life. Like you're sitting in the cold, wet rain, hungover.
It's all worth it.
So, anything to add, Dan? You got anything bloody you hold close to your chest these days?
No, not really.
Jimmy?
No.
Nah, I'm good.
Tips?
Misano this weekend.
It's going to be really throw it up because, I mean, obviously Ducati's... Let's see how Bagnaia responds to his massive crash.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I keep putting my money on Martin, and I'm gonna go Martin. I'm gonna go Vin, and I'm gonna go Espargaro.
Wow, okay.
I think Bagnaia is gonna be there, and I think he'll be top 6.
Okay. Yeah,
I think he'll just race for points.
yeah, just get it home.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call.
Not re-injure something.
Yeah, not take
Rah,
a
rah,
risk.
rah. Tom,
I'm going to say Bags is going to win.
that'll be great.
That's statement.
That's a true champion if he does that. No, I actually hope he does.
Yeah.
If he does that, that'll change my perception of him.
Wow.
Yeah, because the champions have all done that. Rossi's come back and done that and won.
Yeah.
Lorenzo was
raced on
the
the same
ultimate
weekend.
when he did his collarbone.
Oh, yeah, he came back.
Yeah,
Didn't he fly to, like, Spain, get it done, and then fly back for the race?
Incredible.
That was a big crash. Big
Incredible.
crash.
But he couldn't ride the rain for the rest of his life. He was terrified of it.
Yeah, it fucked him, didn't it?
Yeah, mentally.
And then, yeah, Martin second. I think they're going to have a good battle. And then, yeah, we'll chuck Espargaro in there.
He's got form.
Yeah, really good form. And confidence.
Yeah.
I reckon Bez will bounce back.
Yeah.
Martin to win. And I'm sticking by Miguel.
Yeah.
Consistency, stringing some races together. He's due. I'm calling it.
All right.
And
I
Alex
like
Marquez for a surprise.
Yeah, I was feeling that as well. I always say that when you come out with these things. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Alex Marquez to shake it up.
So, Jim, what were your tips? Sorry, Martin?
Martin.
Espargaro. Vinales Espargaro.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Are you writing it down so we don't forget this time?
Yeah.
Smart. I was thinking about that today. Easy as, boys.
Thank you, boys.
Done.
See you, legends.
I'll see you, boys, everyone in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you're off, yeah?
I'm off next soon, so you got these two lovely larrikins to...
So just one episode?
just one
obviously?
episode, yeah.
Maybe two, because we might have a surprise.
Yes, stay tuned for that.
But we'll keep that close to
Maybe.
our chest.
Yeah.
Easy.
Enjoy your trip, Tom.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys.
Don't
Not
miss
too
us
much
too
chatter
much.
next week about bloody aerodynamics and we've done enough tonight. Come on, got it off your chest.
I don't know. We can go pretty hard on
yeah,
deliveries.
Yeah. It's still got my RM to talk about.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
All right.
All right.
Enjoy the time off, mate.
Thank
That's
you.
it.
Thanks,
See you, boys.
See ya.
Yeah.